Hey everyone, Robot here. In this video we'll go over some DVD lingo, slang, and terminology to help you understand when Dead by Daylight players say things that may seem like a weird code at first, but once you know what they mean, they'll make a lot of sense. For this, I'll have my good friend Robbie the Robot, our channel mascot, do all the talking since his voice is more soothing than mine and I'm still dealing with a lingering cold. We have a lot of terms to cover, so I'll be splitting them in at least a couple of videos. Without any further ado,
take her away,
Robbie.
Yeah, take it away.
Robbie.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Good day to you, laddies. Let's start with the lingo and definitions. 3gen. 3 generators that spawn very close to each other and are easily guarded by the killer. A good team of survivors tries to break a 3gen to put the pressure back on the killer. 99. Term used to leave certain actions at 99%. Examples: leave an exit gate at 99% to prevent triggering endgame collapse, or leave a gen 99% to make an adrenaline play. Baby Dwight, a term that refers to new Dwight players that are still afraid of the killer and spend the match hiding or have very bad chases. Variations of the term are Baby Meg or Baby Jake. Baby Killer, a term that refers to a new killer that has been bullied by survivors.
Respect it. Respect it. I thought he was going to double back. I fucked that up. I should have just kept going. Oh, got him. Got that. Good shit.
double back.
Oh, no.
Wanna burn him? He's coming.
Where we at?
This poor man.
Poor Ray people. Respect it.
Oh,
my
no.
Basement Bubba, a player using the cannibal that uses a build to hook survivors in basement and camps them until they die. Beamer, term used for flashlights which are survivor items. BM, acronym for bad manners, which is a term used to call actions that are disrespectful towards another player. Examples are teabagging or hitting on hook. BNP, acronym for brand new part, which is an add-on for toolboxes that helps repair generators faster. Bodyblock, action that involves placing a player's character in the way of another character to keep them from moving forward or trap them in a specific spot. This can be the killer blocking a survivor.
Nice.
Or a survivor blocking the killer to prevent them from hooking or hitting another survivor. Boop the Snoot. When playing against Pig, this is the action of pointing at the pig while crouching to touch her snout. Some pigs may not go along with it. BT, acronym used for the survivor perk Borrowed Time, which grants a recently unhooked survivor an extended endurance and haste status effect. Build, specific perks and add-ons for survivor or killer that focus on a specific strategy. The selection of perks, items or add-ons to help players during a match. Camp, term used for killers that stand by a hooked survivor in order to secure a second stage hook or a kill. CJ Tech. Tech used by survivors, where they force the killer to pick up a survivor in the dying state right next to a dropped pallet and perform a flashlight or flashbang save. Survivors accomplish this by vaulting the pallet right when the killer attempts to break it, blocking the break pallet prompt on the killer's end. Once the killer is in the pickup animation, survivors perform a flashlight or flashbang save by blinding the killer at the right moment to make them drop the survivor they just picked up. Death hook. Term used for survivors that will die in the match if they are hooked one more time. Demo. Term used for the demo Gorgon. DH. Acronym used for the survivor perk Dead Hard, which grants 0.5 seconds of endurance when used.
Dead-eyed.
DS. Acronym used for the survivor perk Decisive Strike, which grants a survivor the chance to escape the killer's grasp if they are picked up by the killer within 60 seconds of being unhooked.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Dumb Tech. Tech used by survivors, where they stun the killer with a pallet, leaving the dropped pallet between the survivor and the killer, then proceeding to vault said pallet towards the direction of the killer and continue running past them. EGC. Acronym used for Endgame Collapse, which is the timer triggered after either of the exit gates are opened or the killer closes the hatch. If any survivors are still in the match after the timer runs out, the entity will sacrifice them wherever they are in the map. Entity. The being that takes all of the Dead by Daylight characters into its realm to participate in the trials, which is the term used for matches in the game. Farmed off hook. Term used when one survivor unhooks another one right in front of the killer, or at a time when it's unsafe to do so because the killer is nearby. Gen Rush. Term used when survivors finish repairing gens very fast, using perks or items to speed up the repair process. God Pallet. A pallet that killers must break in order to continue chasing a survivor. When these pallets are dropped, they create a very safe area for survivors, unless the killer breaks it. Hold W. Term used for survivors that don't stay in a tile to loop the killer, but run away from it. Immersed, a term used for survivors that spend the match hiding, typically used in the same sentence with Baby Dwight, Meg's or Jake's. Kobe, used when a survivor manages to unhook themselves without the use of the perk Deliverance. Locker CJ. Tech used by survivors where they force the killer to pick up a survivor in the dying state in front of a locker where another survivor is and perform a flashlight save. Survivors accomplish this by jumping out of the locker right when the killer attempts to open it, blocking the open locker prompt on the killer's end and forcing them to pick up the survivor in the dying state. Once the killer is in the pickup animation, survivors perform a flashlight or flashbang save by blinding the killer at the right moment to make them drop the survivor they just picked up.
Let's go, baby.
Thank you, Robbie. We'll stop there for now because the video is getting a bit too long. If you'd like to watch part 2 of this series, you can subscribe to the channel to be notified when I upload the next video. If you'd like to watch more of my videos with tips and gameplay, you can click on the thumbnails on the left hand side of your screen. I'm trying to get to 500 YouTube subscribers, so if you'd like to support, you can hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.